That's another thing too. I heard you farm come back. If you had something like, yeah, we live. What's going on? Damn. I'm missing that tonight. Missing that tonight. Oh my goodness, tonight. You need to go. You're my right. Real before we go. The world's ready to go. All the privilege. We got so, but I got different. We take with years of obedience, remaining in Christ. So please forgive me for the time that I give up in writing shit. And the respect your Shalom, y'all with Shamar, talking about Shimmy Shai. Also, Mother Bars Rib, checking in from New Orleans. Most High in Christ. I'm gonna go ahead and get it started after this this song right here. Make sure it's All right. All right, let's go ahead and clap it up. Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohana. Since 1969, we've been teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians their true identity according to the Bible. And that is where we find our history and our heritage. I'm going off of my memory, but I know the paper there, it says that we know that the ISUPK can fix all the problems in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian communities, turning them from a lawless and immoral people to a righteous and law-abiding people by using the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. And once we do that, Yahweh will send our King, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, whom the world even calls Jesus Christ, to free us from our oppression, you know. And so once again, we are in the building. What is it? 2213 McDonald Avenue, Richmond, California. If you're in the area, pull up. We are here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, between 7 and 9:30 on the weekdays, and 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock on the weekends. Shalom Yabashim Shabrakatah to Trooper Nayak. Shalom to your rib as well. All right. So if you have any questions, go ahead, type them in the chat. If you got any questions, go ahead in the room. Right? Give it a second on the chat. Let's see. All right. No questions in the room?
I'm not live, sorry.
All right. Let me see. I know I sent this to this brother. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get into the topic. So give me Matthew chapter 10 and verse 5. All right.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 5.
Right.
And it reads, These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying,
Say, just go ahead and say Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? The water.
These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying,
Right.
Go not into the way of the Gentiles.
Do what?
Go not into the way of the Gentiles.
Right. So right now, the title of tonight's class is Kingdom is at Hand, right? Or the kingdom is at hand. This is the message that Christ came to tell his people. You're going to see that being revealed in this verse. But in order for the kingdom to come, certain things had to happen. And this is the mission that Christ sent his men on, and the 12 men. They could not go in the way of the Gentiles in these other nations, in these heathen people, right? Keep going.
Come. And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not.
Right. Don't go into this people that are called the Samaritans. We were talking about that the other night, right? Where there's Assyrians moved people into the land where our northern tribe brothers were at, so-called northern kingdom. They took the northern kingdom, 10 tribes, and moved them to Assyria. In that land, they took the people from Assyria and Babylon and moved them into our land where the northern kingdom brothers was at, and that land became known as Samaria. That's why you have the story in the parable. They try to say the good Samaritan. He was supposed to, the way Christians break it down, it was a heathen, but it was a brother that was living amongst them that took on identity of them, but did something righteous. You know what I mean? So the same thing. These people living in Samaria, though, the majority of them were not Israelites. They were heathen. So Christ is saying, when you moving and navigating, don't go and deal with the Samaritans. Don't deal with the Gentiles, the heathens. Don't deal with these Samaritans that are acting like they're Israelites, acting like they are family, acting like they are cousins, talking about they know about Yahweh, talking about they know about, Moses. Those are not your people. We got the records. It's the same thing as these fake Jewish people today. Right? Keep going.
Come. Verse 6.
Right.
But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
One more time. But do what?
But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Am I misreading? Is this say to the Greeks?
To the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
To the Africans? House of what?
To the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right. This mission Christ is sending his men on is to the children of Israel. And to the lost sheep, that's very crucial right there. Because what do we know about sheep? What do we know about sheep? How do they move? Okay. How though? It's another word they call it. Right. In a flock. I think the brothers here as well. But yeah, to the brothers and sisters online, sheep move in a flock. Shalom, Yahweh Shemar, Dambashim Yahshai, to the sister Azarah as well. And to the brother Yeshai at the crib as well, man. Coming up strong. What do we know about flocks and sheep? They don't move around like wild animals. They move in herds with shepherds. It's kind of like dogs. Like dogs are known for being around humans, domesticated. That's how sheep are. Sheep always have someone guiding them. Sheep always have someone leading them, right? And so to be lost sheep is like to have your herd out in the woods, moving around, don't know where they at. And if you got your sheep in the woods, what's going to happen to them?
So like information, they can get attacked by wolves.
There you go. Get it, brother, in. That's exactly the experience of Blacks and Latinos and Native Americans in this place. We are a lost people. The Bible and Christ taught that the two greatest commandments are to love your neighbor. No, it's like love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your mind and all your soul, and to love your neighbor or your brother or your sister as yourself. And the reason why we have so many issues in our community is because we don't love ourselves first. We have a hatred for ourselves, a self-hatred. And when you hate yourself, you are easily convinced into fighting each other, easily convinced into destroying yourself, using drugs, selling drugs, women selling their body. Is there anybody on the blade that you can say loves themselves? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does this woman love herself? She gives her body up every night for $1, for some money. And then at the end of the day, she knows she can lose her life. She knows she can get, assaulted. You know what I'm saying? For what, a purse, for some shoes, some high heels, some jewelry, for some weed. What is it about? This brother's gonna go to jail for 25 years trying to sell dope. For what? A Bentley, some rims, spinning rims. Like, you know what I think? Yeah, this is some General Muhammad stuff right here. So like, imagine going to prison for 25 years for things that are not even popular anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you went to jail for a starter jacket. Who the hell cares about a goddamn starter jacket? You remember them. People online don't know nothing about no starter jacket. Cats was getting jumped, getting robbed, stripped for a starter jacket, and Jordans and spinning rims. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody even care about no damn spinners no more. That is because they have a lack of a self-esteem. They hate themselves and they're willing to put their own life at risk for nothing because they think that nothing's going to make them happy. But Salagi, that is the lost sheep. That's who we are in this place. We have no identity. And when you don't have an identity, now, if you want me, I'll prove it. I'm going to prove it tonight. You know what I'm saying? That is what causes the trauma, the drug use, and all these things that are in our community is the low self-esteem and the self-hatred. So the first step and the most important commandments is to love your neighbor as you love yourself. We got to learn how to love ourselves again. And the first step is what's greater to say to a people that your whole history, they told you come from slavery. You come from a plantation. You come from the ghetto, the barrio, the projects. That's it. That's your starting history. Now you replace that saying you are God's chosen people. You are the most glorious family and nation that have ever graced this planet Earth. How much more pride and self-esteem should our people have? You want to say get this person off of drugs, the first thing they need to do is learn to love themselves and love the person that they're looking at in the mirror. But Salaki, go ahead, please.
So, sir, if I may, that's heavy that you bring that out. That's the same thing I went through, being a brother coming out of the world and getting into the UPK.
Right.
If I wouldn't have never been, my eyes haven't been open to know the truth, I would have still been standing on the corner, smoking weed, doing all types of crazy stuff. Because really, when I was in the world, I felt my life didn't have the value that it has now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Knowing that I am a part of something that's greater than myself, a part of something that I've always been told that I wasn't. You know, you love Christ. You know, what matter? What color does it matter? What you know what I mean? What do color matter? You love him, whatever he is.
Right.
You know, like then you go to the church, they say you're always forgiven. You can go outside, you can hit a 187, you can unalive somebody, go to church, and the pastor pray on you for that toilet water on your head.
Right.
Then you think you forgive him. And you go back out and do the same thing.
Right.
Being in school and having an understanding of the Bible and the way it's supposed to be, it changed my life completely. It got my mind in a whole different place.
See, this is why I say the brothers and sisters in the Israelite school of UPK are the most intelligent sisters and brothers on planet Earth. These are some of the wisest and most intelligent people that you can come across on planet Earth. Why am I saying that? Because I have an article that says this is what you need to do to fix the psychology of someone that has self-hatred. So this is of the Lord. What is more glorious to tell someone that they are God's chosen people? Like, you would think all oppressors would say, we did all these things to these people, even if they not, you know what I mean? This is my new, even if they don't believe we are Israelites and we're the Lord's chosen people, they could at least let us have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, look at these little, they want to have some pride about themselves. They don't know who they are. They want to say they the God's chosen people to increase their self-esteem. Like, we can't even have that. Like, let us choose who we are. You took who we are away from us. The least you could do is let us say, this is who we are. Stop forcing this African stuff on us. Stop forcing Egyptology on us. Let us decide who we are, and we say we the best. Let us have that. Go ahead. You got a question, or you just ready to read? All right. Read verse 6 again.
Book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse 6.
Right.
But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 7.
Uh-huh.
And as ye go,
right,
preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
The what?
The kingdom of heaven is at hand.
One more time.
The kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Yeah, that is like, I mean, was just like glorious to hear in my ears. Like the kingdom of heaven is at hand. That was a powerful revolutionary statement to say. You under oppression, you in slavery, and we going out and say the new America is at hand. Imagine when we walk and we saying Babylon is falling, to rise no more. America is falling to rise no more, and the new America is here. That's who we are in the UP. We the new country, the new kingdom, the new rulers of planet Earth. That's us. And that precept, Revelations 13 and 9, where it says, or 13 and 10, this is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Right.
This is the patience of the brothers and sisters in the UPK, that we know this place is about to fall, and we seeing it every day. Donald Trump got into office 2 days ago, 3 days ago. The first thing he started doing is saying, it don't matter if you was born here, you're not a citizen. He taking this right and law away, saying, oh, you can't discriminate against you because of your race in the workplace. Now it's legal to do that. You can't even sue your boss for being racist at you at work because of this devil. And what's the first thing the other cat, Elon Musk, come out? You know what I'm saying? And he turned around and giving a salute. Elon Musk is up here showing you that he is a white supremacist. And we have been telling you this the whole time, though. I made a post on Facebook 2-3 years ago. I said, Jeff Bezos is worth $150 billion. And you can't tell he's a white supremacist? Right. How do you not know that? How do you gain $150 billion without the help of your nation going against our nation? So I'm going to play something else for everybody, too. And we're going to keep going. Give me Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. All right, go ahead, please.
So what our people is failing to realize that this is really an attack against the Black and Hispanics, both, because, you know, the bill was passed because of the discrimination that Black people was faced with.
Right.
At work. You know what I mean? So
right.
At the same breath that he thanks Black people and Hispanic people for voting for him and putting them in office, he signed a bill saying the same reason you voted me in is the same reason, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You right?
So even I feel like it's kind of attacking against us.
Right.
It's being Israelites because, you know, being an Israelite, we viral, we everywhere. You know what I mean? And that would deter anybody who be like, man, I need this empire, I need this slave, I need this oppressor to agree with me to continue to live and support my family.
Right.
So that deter people away from the truth.
I'm about to say next time, use the mic so people online can hear you as well, because you're bringing out something heavy. It's like if cutting you off. That was it. You got a little bit more. Well, sorry, you know what I mean? So exactly, like all these things is directed at us, and this is the same way it was back in the days of Christ. They were always making these laws and these rules to shut down the children of Israel. And this is why we have our king coming back and saying, hey, this is what we need to do. Y'all want to get free? This is the roadmap to doing it. The lost sheep of the house of Israel. Give me Jeremiah 14:2. Go ahead.
Is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2.
Go ahead.
Judah mourneth,
right,
and the gates thereof languish.
Right. Judah mourneth. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are mourning in this place all of the time. These are identity markers of who the children of Israel are. These laws, they didn't make this law to get rid of the people from Ukraine, talking about your birthright citizenship. So I even saw the mayor of Chicago coming out and teaching the things that we are teaching. I was telling the brothers last night, like the things that we are saying, the world is starting to agree with more and more. This is a falling away from, this is getting a revealing of who Satan is, and all these things have to happen in order for us to get the kingdom. That's why the kingdom is at hand. You see it clearer and clearer every day. An owner of one of the second, he's the first. Who was Elon Musk? The richest person on earth? Right? He's number one. He coming out doing Nazi salutes. He been saving up his money to do and finish Hitler's mission. That's what we told you. And the cold part about that thing is who do the KKK hate the most? Who they top to? That's right. That's part of it. Who's the two top that the KKK in America hate? Go ahead.
So they hate Jews and niggers.
Okay. They hate who? One more time.
Jews and niggers.
Okay, exactly. So what happens when the niggas are Jews? How much more do they hate us? You ever put that together again? It ain't no coincidence their whole thing is going against the chosen people of God. They know those people over there are not them. He gave a Nazi salute because he is trying to kill the movement that we doing. That's how we know the kingdom is at hand, man, because they have no choice but to reveal who they are, because we're revealing who we are. You see what I'm saying? But they trying to get as many of them together to fight against what we doing, to fight against what Christ was doing. Keep going. Right.
They are black unto the ground.
Right. Our gates are protection. The Christian church, the Muslim mosque, these leaders, these collegiate, whatever you want to call it, they are not protecting us. The gates are languished. They destroyed. We are black. The Jews are black. That's what the Bible is telling us in the book of Jeremiah. Keep going.
Come. And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
Right. And so our cries have gone up to the Most High. And this is us coming back to our identity is the key to us moving towards gaining this kingdom. So I'm going to show y'all something real quick. I'm going to play this real quick. I got a few things. Let's keep moving. You don't really know how poor you are in this place. Listen to this.
400 wealthiest white people in this country have the same cumulative amount, the 400 wealthiest white people in this country, the same cumulative amount of wealth as all 41 million black people in this country.
400 white people have the same amount of money that every nigga you see from sea to sign and sea, from California to New York, all of the money we have, 400 white people have the same amount of money combined, us combined. It don't matter how rich you think you are. Jay-Z and Oprah, and they are middle class to these people. They have kibbles and bits, man. But keep going. But wait, there's more. Let me see. So like my thing.
All 41 million black people in this country combined. Let me restate, so you know that I did not misstate. 400 people, the same cumulative amount of wealth as all 41 million black folks combined, right? And the wealthiest 1,000 people, the same amount, well, 1,000 white people, the same amount of cumulative wealth as all black and Latino folks in this country combined. I'm going to suggest
Now, no one in their right mind.
there are 400 white people that have worked that much harder than all black Americans and 1,000 that have worked that much harder than all black and Latino folks. And yet, if that's not the explanation, what is? Well, this inertia, this ability to rack up advantages. It's like an 8-lap race. I've got a 5-lap head start. Here's the deal. I'm supposed to cross the finish line first.
Right. So just think about that. It's almost double too. So the Latinos, and if you throw the Native Americans in there, it's just gonna be, it just lines up perfectly, man. So 400 times 2 is 800. The other 200 together with all of blacks and Latinos together, they got more money than all of us combined. We have nothing in this place. We are slaves, and they tell us we're not. What is that? What do you call that? Our whole life, all of our energy, all of our time goes to supporting them. There's no way they're getting them. They get money from us. Like Warren Buffett, they say he's invested in so many businesses. It's McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Ford, Dodge. Our car we bought from Warren Buffett. The food we got, the house, we don't even know that the land that you bought is owned by a real estate company that he's invested. You know what I'm saying? Like everything we do is for them, and we're getting nothing out of it. That's why you tired at the end of the day and got nothing to show for it. It's like the bills, everything can't save nothing because it's all going to them, man. But these things, once you realize your identity, this is how you learn to love yourself. You're like, okay, we are not American. We are Israelites. Right. This is why they hate Jewish people, because whatever country they live in, they're not a part of that country. They say, I live in Germany, but I'm Jewish in Germany. If I live in Spain, I live in Spain, but I'm Jewish in Spain. I'm not Spanish. We are supposed to be Israelites in America. That's it. We're Israelites in Mexico. We're Israelites in Jamaica. We're Israelites in Brazil. We should not have loyalty to these other governments and countries. We should have loyalty to each other, and that's how we're going to help fix each other. All right? So let's drop that. Let's go to Amos chapter 3, verse 7. You have something up? Okay. These things that these people have done to us is unforgivable. That should be illegal to do, and it is illegal to do. They call it a monopoly, but they don't play by those rules. For you to own something so much and to profit off of it so much, it's not fair as business to do that. But we're doing business with these people, and it's so imbalanced that the only thing that's gonna make this right is for our king to come back. Right. And this is the patience and the faith of the saints, Akim. All right, go ahead and read.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, and verse 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
Good night. One more time.
Verse 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
Right. Surely the Lord, he is not gonna do anything for these other nations, but he is going to reveal his secret unto his servants and his prophets. He's not dealing with these other nations, with these other people. This is the things that we have an understanding. Why I say the brothers are so intelligent, because they are seeing things that they don't want us to understand. They want to keep us in a rat race, running in circles, trying to figure a way out, when the way out has been right in front of us the whole time, right on grandma's coffee table, right in front of our very eyes. The answer is in this book called the Bible. All right, let me see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and read something. I don't know White National Society Forum. Yeah, I had this article. But matter of fact, I'm not gonna bring this one out. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this out right here. So there was a manifesto from some devil that went and shot up people in New Zealand a few years ago. He went into some mosque, I believe, and killed a lot of the Muslims in there. He left out an 87-page manifesto of why he did this work. And I wish I could send it to you, Mowakan, at the same time. Let me see if I can. If not, here, let me see if it comes through to you right now. We can go along and read. I'll tell you where to read as we go. But this cat, Elon Musk, coming out and saying this and doing this, if you don't know the time is to come into the UPK, man, I don't know what's going to tell you. You're going to have to see him kill a nigga on TV or something. You're going to have to see him lynch a Latino on live TV to realize who this devil is, man. He gained his money in that factory right here in Fremont, having niggas work 12-hour, 16-hour shifts and giving them crumbs. You understand? So he's a slave master. They said his family group got their money in South Africa by moving slaves around. You know what I'm saying? Did it come through? Okay, let me see. Let me see if it didn't. It might be moving slow. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and read it for time's sake. Go ahead, please.
So lucky, if I may, what I was, just pondering on is the verse you brought was so heavy because you said, surely the Lord will do nothing, but he will reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
Right.
A lot of people don't believe what we believe as Israelites, but we believe it because it was revealed to us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I think about the debate I saw the other day, and they like, well, if you're a real prophet, tell me you're a prophet.
Right.
And the brothers is telling them, like, we're prophets because this is being revealed to us. This is what we, you know what I mean? The Lord is showing us this. No, you can't use that. You a prophet, you gotta kindle a fire underneath the day table.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like and they don't understand this Bible. But, you know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ are the brothers who do. So like, just think about that.
Nah, Most High in Christ. Yeah, man. That's what we're saying, man. Real preaching prophets not only is going into this text and seeing what is about to happen, is going out and telling you what this Bible is, it means, and explaining what it means. Because no one else had these breakdowns or understandings until the UPK. No one could even put the pieces of the puzzle together. Like, imagine not knowing who Esau is and reading the Bible. This is a historical figure throughout the book that the Lord is funking with. And all, you know what I'm saying? He is the ultimate op from birth, but your pastor can't tell you who he is today. That's crazy. And I know I showed y'all the clip where the Jewish dude said who Esau was. Have y'all seen that one? I'm gonna have to play that one for y'all too. Because that is did the link come to you? Can you open it? All right. I'm gonna play that real quick too, man. Just read the title of what that's called, Mawakan, while I get this.
The title of this manifesto is The Great Replacement.
The what?
The Great Replacement.
Break it down. What is it talking about? You know, just while I was in it, yeah.
Council officer, they're talking about how minorities are beginning to replace white people in all of their home countries, and their demographics are actually becoming smaller just because like the birth rate's going down, they're not able to reproduce as much.
Exactly.
And immigrants coming in are continuing to produce at rates where it will make the Most High very glad.
Exactly. That's exactly what they're talking about, man. They're talking about you will not replace us. You will not replace us. But here goes the clip right here. Let me see if it plays. So like yeah. This is a Jewish rabbi.
The Europeans are children of the sun. Russia, France, England, French people, Danish people, Swedish people, Scandinavians. United States, all the Americans, not the
It is my favorite part. But he's listed. So when he said Esau, that's Esau. So that's what he's saying. One more time. He said
Europeans.
all the Europeans,
Are children of the sun.
Esau.
Russia, France, England, French people,
French people.
Danish people, Swedish people, Scandinavians, United States, all the Americans, not the blacks. The blacks came from Africa.
But he tried to come
But all
on.
the white people in America
Okay.
are all children of the sun.
Esau.
German, Irish, British, they're all from the sun. Half of the world is
Esau.
Islam,
The other
or
half
more.
is Ishmael.
And the other half is almost all of them Ishmael.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Yeah. Is he they know. And the only thing is they're trying to say he's a fake Jewish man, that they're the children of Israel. But he's an Edomite telling you that these other Europeans are Edomites. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, huh?
Like this shirt, just off that clip that we just heard, it just shows how much of a devil the white man is.
Mhm.
Even when he thinks he's telling the truth, he's a goddamn liar.
Right. He's lying while he's telling the truth. They always say the only time the white man will tell the truth is the result of a double lie. You know what I'm saying? But we could go and show our people and they think that we're crazy. But the ones walking by, it's always the two different devils that I always just think about. It's the ones that are like, these cats are really crazy, and the other ones that know we're telling the truth, but then say y'all are really crazy. The one that knows and says we're crazy, that's the real devil. Like they're gaslighting us to saying that what we're saying is not true when they know that it's right. Like the example of them telling us we should come together. They do not tell that to the people in Ukraine should come together with the Russians, but they tell it to us. They don't believe that. You so dumb, you believe them that they believe what they saying to you. You don't know any type of game, no type of finesse, that we are so destroyed. We don't think no one can lie to your face in a straight face. Like that's not possible. Like because I say something, I have to actually mean it. The very same people that are destroying you every day, if Elon Musk comes out and says, of course I'm not racist. You're like, yeah, see, he's not racist. Of course, he would tell you if he was racist. That's what people do. That's not how criminals move. That's not how, you know what I'm saying, thieves and robbers move. They tell you that I'm with you. I'm here to help you. They steal your stuff and then they come help you look for it. That's real criminals. Go ahead, sis.
They're the people that tell you what you want to hear.
Exactly. That's the other end as well. That's what pimps say. They say, Mac Dre said in the song, I'm in a chick ear telling her everything she want to hear. They telling you what you hear to get something out of you. It's not because they really believe this or mean this. All right. Let's go back to this manifesto and go back to these precepts. 8:14. No, I said I said 8:14 is the time, but I'm gonna tell you where to go. I'm just watching the time real quick. So let's go down to introduction. Right. It's the bird. Go ahead.
Introduction. If there is one thing
read the first part. Read everything that he said there. Right.
Introduction.
Mm-hmm.
It's birth rates.
It's what?
It's birth rates.
It's the birth rates.
It's the birth rates.
Mm-hmm.
It's the birth rate. It's the birth rate.
He says it 3 times. The space there, I need to send it to I'm gonna send it to you as well, Uriah Salaki. You can check this out while we're going along, man. I want y'all to read this. I should put it on the screen as well. I might add it into the chat in the comments later for y'all online. But keep going.
Come. If there is one thing I want you to remember from these writings, it's that the birth rates must change. Even if we were to deport all non-Europeans from our lands tomorrow, the European people would still be spiraling to decay and eventual death. Right.
So even if they got rid of all the Latinos, everybody that's coming in to these countries tomorrow, the white people around the world, Esau, is still becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. All right. Let's see. Keep going.
That will come.
This is glory, ain't this? Like, this is amazing to hear
Right.
what's really going on in their psychology. You watching Donald Trump and see him talking about we're gonna make America great again. Y'all heard of dog whistle? I know you've heard of a dog whistle, right? Explain the dog whistle.
So, like I said, a dog whistle is, well, the original dog whistle is a sound that you're not able to hear.
Right.
Although it is making a sound.
Right.
When it's used in political terms, a dog whistle is a message that's being sent out to a group of people
Right.
that the masses of people cannot hear.
Exactly.
It's a secret message.
There you go. Get a brother in. They say it's called a dog whistle because if you blow it, it's so high pitched a human ear can't hear it. But the dog, he start going crazy because he can hear that level. So they came something in politics where they used to be able to come out and say, we want to keep the niggers separated from the good, pure white man. And then we have the civil rights movement. They couldn't say that no more. So they had to come out and say things like, well, the unemployment rate is so high and people are all on welfare. We got to get more smaller government and reduce the amount of social programs we have. Meaning we got to starve these niggas to death. We can't make sure they have no jobs. That's what he's really saying. Like, you got to translate the words what he's saying. He's not talking about no damn EBT. He don't give a damn about that because they give out all the EBTs to white people. They give out all the government fundings for free and subsidies to farmers. They don't care about giving money from the government to people. Look at the European nations. They got free healthcare. They got extra vacation time. They got all the benefits as a society because as white people live there. The only reason why white Americans don't want to have government programs is because niggas and spics benefit from it. You understand? So that's a dog whistle. But now we watching Donald Trump, right? Back to the point, and we're gonna keep going through this manifesto. We watching Donald Trump. His whole agenda is a dog whistle now, and it's so layered that it's so past us. Even the average white person can't hear it. You know what I'm saying? He's so coded. But if you understand what's really going on, this ain't a dog whistle. This is the real talk that they're saying. This is the real conversation they have. Make America great because of this. Elon Musk come into power because of this. Soak up all the money because if we start paying them a livable wage, niggas are going to come up. So everybody got to be poor unless we get these people out of here and put them in their place. All right, keep going.
Oh, come. To maintain a population, the people must achieve a birth rate that reaches replacement fertility level. In the Western world, this is roughly 2.6 births per woman.
Right. So that's why we got to make it illegal for women to get abortions. They don't care about black women. They love that black women and Latino women are getting abortions. They need white women to have some more babies. So they have to change that and stop them from getting abortions. All right. So let's keep going. Let's see. Let's see. I wanna skip down. We can read for this on our own time. Blah blah blah. We go down to where it says mass immigration.
I will come. Mass immigration and the higher fertility rates of the immigrants themselves are causing the increase in population.
Right.
We are experiencing an invasion on a level never seen before in history.
Mm-hmm.
Millions of people pouring across our borders, legally invited by the state and corporate entities to replace the white people who have failed to reproduce,
Right.
failed to create the cheap labor, new consumers, and tax base that the corporation and states need to thrive.
Right. So all they saying is that these Latinos are coming here. They're coming here more than we having children. We need somebody to work at McDonald's that's white, but the Latinos are coming and they doing that job. And we are getting rich off of it. The politicians are making money off of it, but at the same time, they're destroying the white race's power. And so they are in fear and they have been pushed into a corner to go into war. All right. So let's go down to the return, blah, blah, blah. Let's go to answering possible questions. And so that's another thing. It shows you the immigration, they don't care about Europeans coming here. They welcome the Ukrainians to come here. It's more white people. But blacks and Latinos, the Haitians, y'all can't stay here. Your birthright, that was another salute. That was a Nazi salute. They knew that wasn't even gonna pass. You know, they took it away today. They brought lawsuits against. So Donald Trump said, if your mother and father are not citizens and you're born here, you used to be considered a citizen. That's no more. But it was illegal for him to make that ruling, so the court shot it down. But it wasn't. He knew. You think that he's dumb? He knew it wasn't going to get passed or may stay on the books. He just did that as a dog whistle to his followers.
Right.
This is what I'm really about. When the time is right, we're going to show who's a real American. Your birthright is being white. It's not because you were born here. You understand? All right, let's keep going.
Come.
It's locky. It's like for going a little deep, man. But these devils, man, they playing right in front of our eyes, man.
Right.
Let's keep going.
Come. Answering possible questions.
Mhm.
Number one, in general, who are you? Just an ordinary white man, 28 years old, born in Australia,
Right.
working class, low income family. My parents are of Scottish, Irish, and English stock. I had a regular childhood without any great issues.
All right, we'll skip on ahead. Go down to why did you carry out these attacks? So he's just saying, I'm a regular white man. I'm not crazy. You see what I'm saying? They're going to try to make me like I'm crazy for doing this, but I'm telling you, I'm educated and my family's from here. This makes a lot of sense if you understand the position that we are in as a race, that they are going to war with us by just living and breathing. Just them living around us is destroying our race, so we have to kill them in order to survive. And we just read in the Bible in Amos, it said that what the Lord revealed his secrets to the prophets.
Right.
This is a mystery to the rest of the world. We've been telling you this since 1969.
Right.
He still wrote a manifesto 4 years ago, and niggas still don't understand that the white man is the devil.
Right.
He's explaining to you what's going on, and now maybe this plus Elon Musk plus taking away your birthright system. Like, when are y'all gonna put the pieces together, man? Put the blunt down, put the weed down, get locked in, wake the hell up, and realize that this kingdom is falling and our kingdom is rising.
That's right.
And you should get in the right direction of the way things are going. Don't invest your time and your money in this place when this is a sinking ship. You need to be investing your time and money in the lifeboat outside the ship. That's the UPK. Go ahead up.
So like, so if I may, it was crazy.
Yeah, you got a mic.
I mean, so it was heavy that you bring it out. And I'm thinking like, they want to take away the birthrights of our brothers and sisters, but they're not going to send back the Ukrainians who came over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Ukrainians they brought over here, they got all the summer to stay here and do whatever they want to in America. But the brothers and sisters who was born here, you know what I'm saying, who work hard, who put their brick in, you know what I'm saying, through everything, they got to go back. That's so crazy, sir. So like, I don't even think our people is looking at it like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody, like, we so against each other that we don't even look at the other people who are, you know what I'm saying, who we consider as also immigrants. Right? Like, Ukrainians, regardless of how they came over here, they immigrants.
Right.
But they ain't gonna send the Ukrainians back. They gonna send back our brothers and sisters so they can continue to rise because of what you're bringing out. They don't have numbers. So
Right.
they know they can relate to those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So
Go ahead up.
So,
High price.
to piggyback off of what the other one just brought out.
Right.
It's just like they don't even consider the Europeans or white people as immigrants, even if they do come from a different country.
Right.
Like, for
And it-
example,
Oh, yeah. So go ahead.
like Elon Musk and his brother, when they were out here
Mhm.
trying to build companies, they were illegal immigrants. They were here illegally without a visa, trying to create something for themselves. Yet we don't think of those type of people as immigrants. They're just other white people.
Right. And that's why it's so interesting that he's saying that this is an invasion when they're living in a land that's not. How in the hell are the Mexicans invading Mexico? You know what I'm saying? You are the invader.
Right.
But they have such a pride. That gives me my next precept. Give me Obadiah 1 and 3. But we're going to keep reading in this manifesto. And then Mawakhan, go ahead with your comment when you got where you need to go. Yeah, this is like you said. Yeah, that Ukrainians are not immigrants. America opened up and said they wanted to give us your poor, give us your wretched, give us your downtrodden. That's what it says. Ellis Island in New York. They were telling people to come here, but those people, once again, is like the whosoever in John 3:16 is white people. Give us your poor white people. Give us your destitute white people. Don't give us no niggas. You know what I'm saying? More niggas and more niggas and more. Nah, that's not what they meant when they said this is the land of the free and opportunity. It's not opportunity for you. This is the land of your captivity. That's what this land is. You come up here, you better line up to being a slave. You want freedom, you messing up my country. You come here to get freedom. I put you enslaved in Mexico for a reason. That's where we make our money at, in Cuba. With you being a slave over there, I can make more money with you on that island, poor as hell in Cuba, than I can with you over here trying to compete with my son Todd. You know what I mean? But go ahead. Let's see what you got. You a comment?
It's like, sir, it's just like what you said. It just made me realize it's just like even in these, like the white man is so entitled. It's like New Zealand and Australia aren't even originally white countries,
Right.
White land masses. Yeah, they take ownership of it to the point where it's just like they think they're being wiped out of these places, even though that's not even where they're from.
Right. Well, what's the precept for that? You can paraphrase it if you don't got it. They go places and they go to New Zealand. You just said it's not their home. You got one, Uriah? Genesis 32:4. And he commanded them, saying, thus shall ye speak unto my lord Esau. The servant Jacob said thus, I have sojourned with Laban. No, that's not what I want. Hold on. That's not what I want. Hold on. Let's go to Genesis 32. I can go there real quick. Y'all can hold it. I want to, but Esau is a vagabond. You understand? That's the precept right there. A vagabond is someone that is without a home. So this is why he's always going to lands and becoming the people that live there.
Okay, Genesis 4:12.
Go ahead.
Look at Genesis chapter 4, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee for strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
Yeah, I'm right. That was what was told that's gonna happen with him. He's gonna be a few. But who was that? Was that Cain? That's the spirit of Esau. But I believe it also talks about him as well. But yeah, that was the precept. You know, the spirit of these devils is a vagabond, somebody that has no home. And so even with the land of like the Ashkenazi Jews, you go and ask them why they call them Ashkenaz, it's very confusing if you don't know the history. Ashkenaz is one of the children of Japheth in the Bible. So you got people that are calling themselves Ashkenazi Jews. You read the Bible, it says Ashkenaz was a Japhetic tribe of people. And when you look it up, the Ashkenazi tell you, we moved into that land and Japhetic people lived there. And then we started to call ourselves Ashkenazi. It's the same way they moved to New Zealand, they start calling themselves New Zealand. They moved to South Africa, they call themselves South Africa. Wherever they live, they call themselves the people of that land, the $5 Indians. My grandfather, Native American, you hear it all the time. You see white boys, well, I'm Cherokee. I'm 4-part Cherokee. No, you're not. No, you're not. They had the white lady, she was running for president. He was calling her Pocahontas because she was saying she was Native American. They did the DNA test and found out she had 0.001% Native American. She was getting resources in college for free because of that. This is what they do all around the world. They are a vagabond. But let's keep going into the manifesto real quick. Yep. Drop down to where it says to agitate. It's asking, why did he do it? He's telling you why he killed these innocent people in this mosque.
Why did you carry out the attack?
Yeah, it says to agitate at the little bit lower in one of the sub. You see it?
to agitate the political enemies of my people into action, to overextend their own hand and experience the eventual backlash.
Keep going.
Come. To show the effect of direct action.
Hold on. Looks like I'm at a different spot. I see to agitate the political enemies and the eventual inevitable backlash or result. And then the next one it says, oh, you went to a different part. You're a little bit above. Go up where it says to incite violence. Go to that part. Mm-hmm.
To incite violence, retaliation, and further divide between the European people and the invaders currently occupying European soil.
So what does that mean, Iraq? Slow it down. What is he saying? He said, this is, I'm going to make it plain and simple. He walk into a church, there's Arabs in there, he starts shooting all the Arabs and killing them. 20, 30, 40 people, mass shooting, whatever. I don't know how many he get. They're like, why did you do that? He said, to incite violence, retaliation, and further divide between the European people and the invaders currently occupying European soil. What does that mean?
So, like, if I may, is it the European? I mean, is it the Europeans conquering? Oh, because it happened in Europe.
No, it happened in New England, right? No, in New Zealand. But it's just like America.
So basically, they're trying to stop things.
There you go. What's that mean? Yeah.
So basically, they're like, look, this is our spot now. Like, even if you were here before.
No, not quite. So I'm gonna read it in hood terminology. Let's say, okay, this, you got one gang of people, right? You got the Bloods. He goes to a Crip party that's a baby shower. The Crips is having a baby shower. One Blood walks in, starts shooting all the Crips, kids and all that, then leaves. And the message is, he's saying, why did you do that? I went over there to incite violence. I want the funk. I want them to turn up. He says retaliation. I want them to retaliate against me. I want them to go to war with all the Bloods because I did something so evil to them that now they're going to fight back. So it's like, you don't want to fight back. I have to make you fight back. You see what I'm saying? Because you keep saying we shall overcome. Let's hold hands with each other. So it's like, you like, man, Mr. White Man, we should come together and be all one. He like, nigga, you like, but nah, I still love you. They like, no, I hate you. It's like, come on, give me a hug. He like, bro, you don't understand, we're not together. All right, he get up, slap you. You like, but I still love you. He like, well, goddamn, what do I gotta do to make you hate me like I hate you? And he said, all right, now I'm about to go slap your girl. You like, come on, man. You holding on this leg. He kicking you. Please. Nah, we still gonna love you. He like, all right, man. Kill your mama. Kill your cousin. When you gonna try to kill me? Because once you do that, now I can get all my people to destroy you. He's trying to pop off a riot. You know what I'm saying? Like in the pen, it's like, okay. And they shows you that in the movie Blood In, Blood Out. In order for, they was making peace between the blacks, the BGF, and Laeme. But the white man that was running it, he wanted to keep the war going because now he can control and build up his people. If we come together, then the Aryans are going to have a problem with us. But he wants to side with the Aryans. He wants to keep the war going on with black people. So he took the comb and he made it seem like a black person killed one of his people so they could go to war against the black people to stop the peace. They're trying to end the peace between blacks and white people, between Latinos and white people, between all other races and white people. Go ahead, Doc.
Sir, if I may, it's like what you're saying is so heavy, and it just reflected on what General Muhammad brought out in class earlier this week, which is how evil Martin Luther King was and what his teachings brought. Because no matter what they do to any black, Latino, or Native person, we will not do anything to stand up for ourselves to defend ourselves. We
Then,
just continuously take this abuse throughout all of history. And the one place where you can find brothers and sisters that are going to be strong enough to stand up against that is in the ISUPK.
I'm right. Let's keep going. We're gonna get to some more precepts. We're gonna be done with this manifesto real quick. So keep going. So read the to incite violence one more time. Why did you go up in this church and kill innocent black people? Because they did that. When they went into that grocery store and killed people in Buffalo, when Dylan Roof went into the church in, what was that, North Carolina? No. The first was a grocery store in Buffalo. Dylan Roof went to a church, I believe, in North Carolina. They all reading this, though. Y'all don't know why they doing it. They telling you, I went and killed old black women in Buffalo and old black women in the church because I want black men to go to war with white people, because that is going to allow all of our people to say, you know what? They killing us because we white. Let's come together. This is the part we don't understand. It's like they killing us because we black. We need to come together.
Right.
But we getting brainwashed by our own people saying to join in them, and they getting mad at the other side too. Like, y'all keep saying to join the other races too. So they got to get those coons out the way for them. And we got to get our coons out the way for us. But we're on the opposite side of this thing. And that's why they always try to put us like, oh, y'all a hate group, they're a hate group. But it's the complete opposite. You know what I'm saying? We are in the spirit of righteousness. We're the real victims. They're not the victims. They came and conquered the land, raped the people, robbed the people, talking about they the victims. We the actual victims of this thing and saying we need to separate you for our safety. They saying we need to separate you for our enrichment. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. You had a comment? Go ahead.
What you're saying is it's so heavy. It's like, I don't know if anyone watched the podcast with the local Gazy and Captain Cesario.
Right.
It was just like this brother was out here trying to do everything he could in the beginning to compare the UPK to the KKK.
Right.
Without having any evidence of the atrocities that they commit on us. There was a brother saying this too. He was out here trying to say, y'all are the same as the KKK. Y'all are just as bad as them.
Right.
When that's just the brainwashing that our people have on us, because we haven't done anything near what this white man is talking about. We
Damn
haven't done
right.
anything close to the atrocities that he's done to us.
Damn right. Damn right. Let's go. You got something? Go ahead, huh?
Just real quick, if I may, I did a little research and I found out that brother actually was the day that he.
I heard about that.
You know what I mean?
Cooley?
So yeah.
Cooney?
Yeah. So for him, he can rest assured. The not the thing, his wife gonna love him when he get out. And as soon as he got the computer off, he's gonna feel like a man of the house. You know what I mean? Until he do something wrong to her and she call the police and they come remind him who he is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Damn right.
that's how I feel about it. I feel like he just, he a Dr. King.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. New version. But yeah, one of the sisters online, she said, what's going to happen to non-Messianic Israelites? I mean, it's the same thing that can happen into any Israelite, whether they Muslim, whether they are Christian. Their salvation is in the Lord's hands. We cannot say who and who will not make it into the kingdom, but we can say that who and who will not have crowns and be in rulership in the kingdom. It's definitely not going to be the ones that are not following Christ. It's definitely not going to be the ones that are in the Muslim mosque or just talking about their Old Testament only Israelites or in a fake Israelite group. You understand? All right. But let's keep going. It's like let's go. You too. You can get rid of it.
If this group with ISUPK was such a hate group as
Mhm.
the general public says, why did the ISUPK welcome me with such open arms and be so welcoming and show me a different aspect on brotherhood and sisterhood? I would have never seen this.
What's
So
mine?
there's no way to respect and spread and kindness.
Damn right.
That's all.
Damn right. And that's what's on Christ. And like we said last night, the crime rate will go up. The abortion rate will go up, man. This is a love group, and it's the love of our people and our nation that they have said that it's hate towards these other people when we just hate the oppression that they're doing to our people.
Right.
How can you love our people and accept the atrocities that they're doing to us?
Right.
And this is what is to come. And this is his manifesto. And what he's talking about is destroying innocent blacks and Latinos. That's what their mission is. So we supposed to love him.
Right.
How can we love us and love him at the same time when he's on a destructive path? All right. Read that one more time to incite.
Okay.
I'm gonna translate as you go slowly, right?
To incite violence.
Right. Why did you go over there and as an Aryan Brotherhood and go ahead and stab the leader of the Mexican Mafia? To incite violence, to start a riot. Keep going.
To incite retaliation.
Right. They want us to fight against them again. Keep going.
And further divide between the European people and the invaders currently occupying European soil.
There you go. They call everybody that's not European that lives around Europeans an invader. Even though all the lands they live in, they invaded. Keep going. Let's go quickly.
Okay.
All right.
To avenge those European men and women lost in the constant and never-ending wars of European history, who died for their land,
Right.
died for their people,
Right.
only to have their lands given away to any foreign scum that bothered to show up.
Man. So long story short, he's saying he is killing these innocent people to avenge the people that died to build up the land. So when they say that the Native Americans were skinning these Edomites, why did you have the gall or the cojones to fight against me while I'm trying to kill you?
Right.
So now I got to kill you for you protecting yourself.
Right.
You should have just laid down and let us take the land. You shouldn't have killed not one of the white men. You should have took one white man's hair. You touch that hair, we're going to avenge that death 400 years ago because they gave up their life in order for me to be free today. So I'm going to kill you today and tomorrow. Keep going.
Okay.
Right?
To agitate the political enemies.
Okay. Let's keep going. No, we already read that. To show, you keep going, to show the effect.
To show the effect of direct action,
Mm-hmm.
lighting a path forward for those that wish to follow.
Does this sound like a crazy person to you? Nah. You know how they tell you they got mental illness? This doesn't sound like somebody that's in the room. This is very intelligent. He typed out a full essay. ChatGPT didn't write this shit. Slogging. See? Now I gotta correct myself. I make myself drop, but you know what I mean? I want to be better at not, you know what I'm saying, using foul language while teaching the class and being professional. But ChatGPT didn't write this. They won't even let you write this. If you try to say, write me a hate speech, the robot gonna tell you, nah, we can't do it. We've been programmed not to do this. Somebody had to sit down and think and plot and plan to make this manifesto, and he's very intelligent when he wrote this out. Keep going.
A path for those that wish to free their ancestors' land
Good night.
from the invaders' grasp,
Uh-huh.
and to be a beacon for those that wish to create a lasting culture, to tell them they are not alone.
One more time. They are what?
Not to tell them they are not alone.
All these white people around us are feeling like this. And half of our people think that it's only half of their people. But it's really, but all of them believe this. How do we know that? Blow my mind.
Sorry, sir.
Go ahead.
They applaud Elon Musk when he did that Nazi salute.
Nah. That's half of them. Half of them openly tell you they hate us. The other half openly tell you they love us. But we know they all hate us because of what? Go ahead. I'm going to give you one shot for time's sake.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Go
The
ahead.
condition that they continue to keep us in.
There you go. Good night. He's Oakland. Compton is the proof that the good white people hate you too, like them. They believe this very same thing. Harlem is the evidence that they hate us. Detroit, Chicago, Florida, you name it, Houston, New Orleans, Mexico City, Jalisco, every place that we live in and are suffering in, we are destroyed in. We're all half of the good white. If we had half of them to help us out, you take a small portion of white people, they're going to get to the moon. The dude made a whole poem. He said, Harlem is destroyed, it's roaches in my house, and Whitey is on the moon. It's people living under the freeway, and it's people that living in tents in Frisco, and it's people nodding out on fentanyl on your block, but Whitey is on the moon. If he really wanted to change it, how the hell come on, man. Come on, man. I know we intelligent and I know we could do it if we wanted to, But niggas ain't trying to get to the moon, Hakeem. Salaki. If it ain't no miracle of Christ and the angels, we're not about to sit here and mastermind getting to the goddamn moon. We got other things. We can get a nice party. We get some drinks, women, children. We can dance. We happy. They're going to figure out how to make a rocket explode at the perfect mathematical trajectory and go and land to get on the moon. But they can't solve fentanyl in East Oakland.
Right.
Don't let these fools trick you into believing that they can't help you. They could do it if they wanted to, but the evidence that they hate you the same way as Elon Musk is your life. The fact that you're in poverty the way you are is proof that they hate you. You understand? Let's keep going.
To create an atmosphere of fear.
Of what?
Of fear.
They want us to be in fear. Keep going.
And change in which drastic, powerful, and revolutionary action can occur.
Right, and then that's a little goes to add momentum. So we're gonna drop it at that. Y'all can check this out at any other time, and we might go into this a little bit further on a deeper note. But long story short, man, like I said, it's 87 pages of this. Let's go into Obadiah and let's get to these precepts.
Okay.
All right. But we at 8:45. Sorry, Christ, but yeah, I'm gonna try to be brotherly, man. We got more classes to do. You know what I mean? We'll be here again, so let's run through it. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But I would do it. I ain't gonna lie. They said generals and they used to be in there until 12 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Christ and them was teaching. You know what I mean? We just in captivity. That's why I say I wish we was free from slavery. We would be in here. We'd have been here from 10 in the morning. We could do this all day, every day. Go ahead, Doc.
Like, sir, if I may.
Yeah.
I'm just pondering back on what you said earlier, or what the article said earlier. He said we were Ishmael.
Right. He's saying that half of the world is Ishmael.
Right. So
Yeah.
he's basically saying you got Esau and Ishmael. So
Mhm.
he wouldn't call him black Esau.
Right.
So he was trying to tell us,
He said we was Ham, though.
okay,
So he's not saying, he's just saying the majority of people on the world that you see are either white or Arab, basically. The
yeah, that's
majority of
what-
people.
So he's
Okay,
trying
yeah.
to tell us that what we really are, we're not.
Mhm.
Go be Muslim.
Right,
Don't
right,
worry about this Bible. Don't worry about what the color of Christ was.
right,
You guys are Muslims.
right,
Leave the rest of this to us.
right.
That's like that's highway robbery. So like I was just sitting there.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's if you ain't white, you're Muslim, basically. Huh? It's like go follow them. If anything, you can be a part of that. But you all enemies to the white man. Then yeah, so yeah, let's keep going. Obadiah 1 and what I want, Obadiah 1 and 3. Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Right, the pride of these Edomites have tricked them. This article, this is why the title of class, once again, just to like keep it on point, the kingdom is at hand. We are going to gain the kingdom of heaven. They're telling you their kingdom is falling. That means our kingdom is rising. And their pride is going to trick them into thinking that they're going to make America great again.
Right.
That they have the richest man on earth, Elon Musk, on their side. He is a Nazi like they're Nazis. They're going to push white supremacy and they're going to enslave us again, even worse than the first time. But the truth is that they are going to be destroyed. Their pride that they think they've conquered, that's that night, like that spirit. Go look at Donald Trump's celebration night when they won. That's the spirit of all white people right now. That's what this verse is talking about. Yeah, the dance, he's doing the dance. They come out. They was up till 3 a.m. in there cheering. Yeah, and the confettis and all that. Read that. Think about that when you hear this verse. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived
Make America great again has what?
Deceived thee.
Donald Trump has done what?
Deceived thee.
Elon Musk has done what?
Deceived thee.
The white power movement has done what?
Deceived thee.
Neo-Nazis have done what?
Deceived
It's
thee.
deceived these devils, man. They think they've won. They think they've conquered. They think they're great like they were 400 years ago. They don't see what's right in front of their eyes, that they are closer than ever to being destroyed. You understand? Keep going.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock,
Right,
whose habitation is high,
right,
that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
right. It's definitely not going to be no Arabs. It's definitely not going to be no Africans that are going to destroy us. And for sure ain't going to be no niggas or spicks that's going to destroy this great white man and his empire. Keep going.
And come verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
Right,
and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
even though you raised yourself up, you've made the biggest country, the biggest nation in history, all of those things, the Lord is going to bring thee down. That is glorious, man. That is the kingdom at hand. This is what Christ was talking about. He said, I came to fulfill everything the prophets talked about. This was his mission, is to unite us, to destroy them, to put us back in the power, man. So he read Obadiah like we read Obadiah. He read it. He said, you know what? They gonna have to pay, man. They gonna get closer and closer to being destroyed, man. Thus saith the Lord. Drop down to let's see. No, we're going for that. Let's go time. So let's go to 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3.
Come.
All right. We got to get to the good side, man, to our side. This is the problem. This is the issues that we facing. But what is the solution? How do we get to this kingdom that is at hand? What is the pathway to our freedom? Is putting them in chains.
Right.
Our freedom is their slavery, and they know it. The only person we need to convince is you. They play dumb and act like they don't agree with racist white people while they still benefit off of racism.
Right.
We actually think they love us and we benefit off of their oppression. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we bought into the lie. Both sides are lying to you, and they're only coming up and we coming down. It's like half of them is like, yeah, we for you, we for you, we for you. We keep following. They for us, they for us, they for us. Nothing changing in our community.
Right.
And so they're like, damn, these cats is really dumb.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when they see us, they're like, damn, these cats are really smart. I got to convince other people that they really dumb.
Right.
That's what Tommy G was about.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't Tommy G making fun of us. Hold on, blow my mind. If I said it already, I want to see if y'all understand what I'm saying. Tommy G made fun of the ISUPK like we're a clown and we're a joke. For who to believe that we're clowns and we're jokes? I just gave y'all the answer, but just see if you can.
Brothers and sisters.
Damn right. Explain a little bit. You make it quick for time's sake, because we get.
It's like, I'll make sure if it's just like Kanye West.
Mhm.
They convincing us, telling us Kanye West is so medicated. This dude's he's on medicine. Why are you believing him?
Right,
And I'm talking about how Eli Musk is also taking medicine.
right.
And I'm mentioning that. There was an article I read the other day. He's taking medication, mental medication,
Right.
but then you gonna put him in the White House. So like,
Damn. Yeah. It's the same like you said. So Kanye West come out and say something. He needs to lose all of his endorsements. He's anti-Semitic, and we need to put him up because he's saying black people are Jews. Kyrie Irving, the same thing. He come out and gives a Nazi salute, and they're not coming against him like that. Tommy G, or whatever his name is, made a video making fun of us, but it wasn't to convince other white people we're crazy and stupid. It's to convince other blacks and Hispanics that we're crazy and we're stupid. Because if they think that there's any value in us, then that's the end of them. Say it again. If other black people and Hispanic people say, because you know who they only gonna listen to? Exactly. If white people came out and said, these cats are right, these cats are intelligent, we would fill up the school overnight. It'd be 10 million people tomorrow. If Times Square News, whatever, New York Times came out and said, Black Israelites is a positive movement that's going to end drugs in the black community, that's going to end the abortion rates, that's going to stop thievery in the prison, and end all of the things that we say we hate about black people tomorrow, we should support them, America. And be like, it'll be niggas in here tomorrow, all over the country. But since they father tells them we're wrong, they're like, yeah, they wrong. They are dumb. Ain't gonna get nowhere with all that hate in your heart. How you gonna do the same thing they did to you? That don't make no sense. you over there, you don't like white people, even though they kill you. Why you don't like them? You should love them. You should hug them. That's what you should do, boy. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make America great. America made me great. Gee, it's like I ain't never had nothing before. I would never had nothing. They gave me a job. They gave me a house. It's in the project, but it's a house. They're good white folks. Niggas stole from me. Nigga killed my cousin. Wouldn't that white man do that? What y'all talking about? That's what they want us to think. And they promote that by trying to make us look like council. Like it. I digress, man. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. But if it wasn't for this, then it would be all hope would be lost. For real. I'd get high too. For real. Ain't nothing wrong with them on fentanyl. That's the other part. That's our part. That's our job to see. We should be high as a kite right now if it wasn't for this right here. That would be the right thing to do. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that girl in the strip club right now. She's making perfect sense. Like somebody said last night, it was the wrong answer. I don't remember who said it, but to have a baby in America and you have nothing to get rid of it, to have the abortion is the right thing to do. To live in this place with nothing, no really opportunity, you know you're going to destroy another, you should have an abortion. We should be doing that. This is hell. The only reason why we're not doing it and shouldn't do it because of the Lord. But if we didn't have this, then they are right. You should sell crack. You should pimp. You should hold. You should get high. Because it's over. What are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you going to think that this is going to stop? Yeah, I might as well go snort some powder tonight. Because I'm not getting out of the ghetto. I got evicted. My cousin just got killed. I have no place to stay. I have no home. I have nothing. I can't get a job because I'm a felon. What do you want me to do? Get up and tie my boots up and smile? I'm about to go smoke this fentanyl and try to escape reality. You understand? The only thing that brother shouldn't get high is because of this verse right here. It's because what we just read in Obadiah. It's because what Christ was telling him, the kingdom is at hand. Hold on. Put that weed down. Put that fentanyl down, brother. Don't have that abortion, sister. Baby, the kingdom is here. We waking up, Israel. We coming up, about to get better. Hold on, it's gonna be a struggle. You're gonna have to get on EBT. You're gonna have to be in Section 8. You might still deal with roaches, but just wait. We're gonna be better very, very soon. That is the hope. That's the patience that I can say, you know what? I can go one more day without smoking weed. Because this is actually a good time. The hell am I stressing about? The goddamn white man doing a Nazi salute on TV in 2025. We know this stuff is over. We know that kingdom is done for. If they resorting to that, they are on their last stand. You know what I'm saying? The game is done. Go ahead, though, slug it.
Book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3.
Right.
Let no man deceive you by any means.
Don't let anybody deceive you, man. Don't let anybody come and trick you and say to love this oppressor or that they are never going to be stopped either. Keep going. For
that day shall not come except there come a falling away first.
Right. The way that we get out of this place is that the revealing of this devil is going to have to happen. Keep going.
And that man of sin be revealed.
Does it say a spirit?
That man of sin be revealed.
Right.
The son of perdition.
Right. So in order the steps for this kingdom to come is this devil is going to have to be revealed for who he is. And that's Elon Musk. That's what he's doing. He's revealing himself. This whole time he was in there, you could probably go watch 10 years ago. He was a Democrat. He said he cared about blacks and Latinos. He wanted open immigration. Joe Rogan said he was a Democrat. He cared about equal opportunities. He wanted to support immigrants, and then slowly but surely, they like, gotcha. Nah, for real. I'm really about that life. You thought I was on your side? It's like going down the road in the path of somebody. In that movie, when the 12 years a slave, he went out and kicked it with the Edomites and was drinking with him. Next thing you woke up, he was like, what the hell? He was that's what's gonna happen to these brothers and sisters that keep trusting him. Because the one that's, oh, come on with me, to get out. The movie, he thinking he is with the good white people. The whole job is for them to enslave him. That's what's going on. So they slowly but surely saying that we can't hide anymore. We got to take off our masks because our hiding is helping you too much now. At first it was beneficial, but our hiding, being kind to you, actually, he was like, oh shit, maybe I can slide on. That's number 3 and pull myself. You know what I mean? But they're like, oh my God. They actually advantaging a little bit, so we got to further put them down. So let's drop that. Let's go to Isaiah 29:16. Let's move. It's 9:01. If anybody, y'all have the full authority to stop me. I am putting y'all over my rank right now. So at any given time, Baba can shot full rank and stop this class. I'm gonna give it to the young man in a minute.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, and verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Right. Surely, one more time.
Come. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Right. The things that they have done, they had to turn the world upside down, and it's gonna be esteemed, like it's gonna be held in such of a high manner. Like that's why them turning Christ into a white man is what elevated them. Them reversing everything that was right, taking our identity and making us slaves and making them the chosen people of God. All of those things is them turning the world upside down. Keep going.
For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
Right. So they have created this world. They have turned it upside down. For them to see us rising up and saying, nah, this ain't how it's supposed to be, is destroying their lives. They're like, nah, we made you. You can't come up against me. It's like King Kong ain't got nothing on me. I'm gonna have y'all in Lompoc, Folsom, 23 in lockdown, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, how y'all gonna turn on me? I'm the one that made you. You know what I'm saying? You do whatever I tell you to do. But this time, these things is gonna be turned upside down. Let's go. We had Ezekiel 35 last night. Let's go ahead. Let's do this as quickly as possible. Start at verse 1. Do read as much. I want to get to the good side though, man. This is the Esau side. What does this have to do with us? We know who they are. We know their mission. We know their manifesto. Where's our manifesto? This is it right here. Man, I'm about to get a shirt on that. The Black Manifesto. Hitler made his manifesto called Mein Kampf, his whole game plan of how to take over the world. This is the Black Manifesto.
Right.
This is from the priests and prophets of the Lord. Keep going.
Come. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, and verse 1.
Let's start at verse 2 for time's sake.
Verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it.
Right. They came to the children of Israel and said that we need to come up against these Edomites. Mount Seir is Esau. Right? Keep going.
Come. Verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And say unto it, thus saith the Lord God.
Right.
Behold, O Mount Seir.
Oh, white man. Keep going.
I am against thee.
He's against Elon Musk, Donald Trump, the neo-Nazis, and whoever wrote that damn manifesto. Keep going.
And I will stretch out mine hand against thee.
Right.
And I will make thee most desolate.
Man, he's going to destroy them and take them off the planet Earth. I don't care how much money Elon Musk has. He has nothing in the sight of the Most High God. Keep going.
Come. Verse 4. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
Right. Why is he going to destroy this place, though? Does he just wake up in one morning? He said, I didn't stomp on Eddie Murphy's couch. What would I look like stomping on Eddie Murphy's couch? Yeah, I remember stomping Eddie Murphy's couch. I didn't just do it for no reason, though. There's a full context. Was they did something to him. And I just didn't do it for no reason. Yeah, I did it, but it wasn't for no reason. The Lord's like, yeah, I'm going to destroy Esau, but why? Read verse 5.
Verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
So you didn't just hate niggas, you killed niggas. You didn't just hate Latinos, you killed Latinos. You didn't just hate Caribbean island brothers, you murdered them. That's why you have to be destroyed. And you're not going to stop. They have the internet now. Look how much power they took over the world with boats and horses. You understand how we got here? They had to send mail on a horse called the Pony Express. They got email now. They can drop in your phone. I'm just learning how to do that they can just tap your phone, the whole thing, download on it. They gonna have AI on their side. They trying to destroy us. And yeah, once again, if it wasn't for the Lord, they would win. So this is why he's saying why. They've done this. Keep going.
In the time of their calamity.
Right.
In the time that their iniquity had an end.
Right. The time we should be coming out of this captivity. And they see it coming off of us. And we are pulling ourselves together. They should be like, wow, these brothers don't want to sell drugs. We've been telling them to say no to drugs for 40 years. We couldn't stop them at all. Matter of fact, can we learn something from y'all? How are y'all getting them off drugs? How are y'all stopping the crime? Keep going.
Verse 6. Therefore, as I live,
Mm-hmm.
saith the Lord God.
I love those precepts too. That's on me. We always say on God. God put it on himself. As I say it, on me. This is going to happen. Keep going.
I will prepare thee unto blood,
Mm-hmm.
and the blood shall pursue thee.
Right.
If thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
This is what you want. You like violence? I'm going to give you some violence. Your mama was what they say? You want some of that? Yeah, exactly. You didn't worry about making other people cry. I'm going to make you cry. And that's the precept the general brought out earlier. When Samuel said, all the children you have made motherless, is very poetic. I see how beautiful that is. It's like you have enjoyed enslaving and killing and murdering all to yours. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. You want blood. Now what happens when y'all get blood? They come on so quick. I'm telling you, Akim, if you ever want to write a beautiful camp speaking about our trouble, wait and see when tragedy happens to white people. Just copy and paste whatever they say in the news article and say it for us, and it will be glorious. You can find it all the time. Watch a speech about after Sandy Hook, or after a presidential speech about after 9/11, after some tragedy hit them, they will show you the most eloquent words, or when they're getting ready to go to war, those are the ones too. Like if someone has a terrorist attack, they will explain that the lives of innocent people were shed today. And in honor of their family and the sacrifice and dignity of them, we must fight against all evil and wickedness in the earth. Not because we want violence, not because we want pain, not because we want suffering, but because we want peace. So we are going to kill every goddamn sand nigger and brown person in the Middle East until we get peace. But they will make it sound so good because they love their people. But when we say we want the same thing, we're a hate group. Right. We dumb, we need a job, and we ignorant. Just copy and paste what they say. You'll see what we should say, because they know what to say when you are a victim and going through things. Salaki, keep going.
Thus, verse 7, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate,
Mm-hmm.
and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth.
Right. So everybody, they're done for. So the end of this, the end of their game is they are everything he said was gonna happen is gonna happen. So now we have more evidence. The Bible says they're gonna be destroyed. The white man's writing 87-page manifesto saying, yeah, we headed for destruction. Let me do something. Game is over. We already gone too far past the talking and the peace treaties and the writing things down. We signed too many peace treaties with the natives. It didn't work. They on the reservation, but some of them, they ain't dead yet. So we're going to have to start killing more of them. We need to kill so many of them. We need to make us look like a victim. He's putting white people at risk to kill us. Isn't that what he said? If one blood goes in here and shoots 50 innocent Crips, he knows some of his bloods is going to die. Because they're going to be over here. Then we going to kill all on a dead homies. We riding the night. You feel 55th Street. 55th. We riding. They killed my mama. I'm killing every blood IV. Got a red cup. I'm shooting them. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Crips would be. That's how they want us to be. They want us to go kill innocent white people so that they can really go to war with us. Open war. Not hidden war. Not a little sneaky Dylan Roof war. Not Buffalo war. They want a race war to pop off so that they can destroy millions of us because they have faith in their weapons. But they can't go out and do it if it's only 10 of them. Does that make sense? Because the FBI and the CIA, naturally, they need an army of white people to march down the streets from East Coast to West Coast and kill groups of black people. So like, let's go. Now let's go to the other side, man. Amos 9 and 8. We already 13 minutes past. We only got a few more now. This is our side. That was Esau's side. What did Israel got to do though? What are we here for tonight? Why are we having this class? Why are we going to camp? Why are we putting things on the internet? Why are we doing this on TikTok? What are y'all doing this for, Akim? This is why. We got to figure out what we here for and never forget it, man. You understand? All right, let's go.
Chapter 9 and verse 8.
Read.
Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it.
I will do what?
I will destroy it.
Keep going.
From off the face of the earth.
Good night. This is the answer. Keep going.
Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
Right. We gonna be saving this day. We gonna get the kingdom, man. This is all the prophecy. Christ said, did they read the prophets in the Christian church? That's why they want to keep you in the New Testament and only keep a little bit pieces of it. Because it's like if you know the prophets and Christ say he with the prophets, all the prophets is praying for the Lord to destroy these devils. That was their hope, their patience and faith was in that they're going to have a deliverer, a Messiah, a black king that is going to destroy the enemies of God's chosen people.
That's right.
You understand? Verse 9.
I will come, verse 9. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations.
Right, he's gonna sift us just like you have some flour, shake it and take out the impurities. He's gonna sift Israel from all the other nations and separate us from them and put us in a position to be saved while they destroy them. Go ahead.
That's how you go. Correct?
Right. Yeah, it was like in the mud and the dirt, they sift it. All the other stuff fall through. So that's all the nations. That's why they're like, oh, it might be Israelites in the Philippines. I don't know, man. The Lord gonna pick up the Filipinos. He gonna check out, and there's about 5 of them, all of them Dennis Rodman's kids, and he gonna take them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And that's it. And that's all. But that's gonna be his job. The angels gonna sift us out of these nations but we are separate from them. This is our kingdom that is at hand. Keep going.
Like as corn is sifted in the seed, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
Good night. So the least, man, the brother that you think that everybody gave up on, this is who the Lord wants to deliver from these heathens. And that's why we see greatness in our people that everyone forgot. You understand? And that's why we go out and do this work, to sift our brothers up out of this hill, and that we can gain a spot in the kingdom on these chariots and watch this place get destroyed, because that's the prophecies that have been told. Matthew 13 and 17. You know I love this one. If anybody, y'all Hebrew Academy class, I can 2022 know this is my favorite. One of them, I say my favorite a lot, and I got about 100 favorite precepts, but this is one of mine.
Book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 17. For verily I say unto you,
Right?
that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see.
Right. They desired to see the things that Christ was doing, the miracles he was doing in that day. They heard about Christ. They didn't get to see what Christ has done. Now we are on this side. Like, this how I said they got the internet now. I don't want to say this. They saw Christ walk on water, right? But the miracle we see in the UPK is greater. I'm being bold. I haven't heard that back. If it's like if the generals check. What I'm saying is they witnessed great things then, but what's greater than this? He had thousands of followers that boiled down to 12. And then they turned on him. What's greater than men that really are following Christ now? Is this not greater? This miracle is greater. We went through 400 years of oppression, went through all the abuse, and came out and still stood tall and actually following this man called Yahushua. The prophets dreamt of this moment to see this. They say the angels rejoice when a brother come into the truth. You're not telling me this is not what the prophets envisioned? Hebrew Academy Passover, that's what they envisioned. A bunch of slaves that's supposed to be on drugs standing up. The valley of the dry bones, the sinews coming back, the flesh coming back, the 12 tribes uniting again, blacks and Latinos being one. This is what the prophets envisioned. Right. We are living the miracle that Christ did. And it wasn't just him walking on water. It's men 2,000 years later believing he walked on water and changing their goddamn lives because of it, man. Give yourselves a hand. You understand? This is what the prophets wanted to see. Y'all don't understand me. Read the verse again. They was back there and niggas was in chains under slave of the Romans. And the prophet was like, one day we not going to be like that. They out here fighting each other and stabbing each other in Rome, in Greece, in Egypt, in Babylon. And they like, Lord, one day they are going to stop doing this and we going to come together and we going to put our beef aside. And this brother was from East Oakland and he was from West Oakland and they was funking and he was a Crip and he was a Blood and he was a Vice Lord and she was a whore and they stood up. This is what they prophesied. This is a miracle. This is how great Christ was. And y'all are witnessing these things. Go ahead, one more time.
Look at Matthew chapter 13, verse 17.
Read.
For verily I say unto you,
go ahead.
That many prophets.
That how many?
That many prophets.
A few?
That many prophets.
A couple?
That many prophets.
Read.
And righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see.
Good night. Y'all know they tried to kill Jeremiah, right? Go into that story about Jeremiah. He was not a loved brother. The king was trying to kill Jeremiah for talking about this. He desired to see this. He put his life on the line to see this. He didn't get to see it. Y'all seeing it happen. This is glorious. Keep going.
And have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear,
right,
and have not heard them.
It couldn't even fully kind of make sense when Christ. It just didn't even hit right. He's talking about stuff they couldn't even understand. It's 2,000 years later. It's just making sense that they got nuclear bombs here. The nuclear bomb was invented in what year? 1940 something. It didn't even fully even make sense to read Revelations in 1850. You know what I mean? Like this thing can't even is being revealed right in live time. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they wanted to see, man. They couldn't even understand what they was hearing. Right? It was Acts 1 and 6. We'll get that one next, but let's keep going. Is that it for that verse? All right. Let's go to Zephaniah 2 and 1. This is a different, I mean, this is what they say, Akim, you know what I mean? Like the verses, the milk, watching the generals, it's right before Matthew, a little bit before Matthew. The milk precepts, we know the breakdowns, but break it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I came in, Awanyala, he told me, he was like, you know, fake Israelites, they use a lot of precepts because they really can't break the verse down. He was like, you can have 5 precepts and teach a whole class off of that because you really breaking it down. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it one more time. He's saying fake Israelites. If you ever have the time to waste 3 minutes of your life, you watch a fake Israelite class, they pulling 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 precepts. He's like, because they really can't break it down. General Hyman will sit there and do one precept for 30 minutes,
Right.
20 minutes,
Right.
because he's breaking it down. That's what this is. This is a scripture breakdown. He's explaining this in a different level. You've heard this precept, Zephaniah 2 and 1, but what does this mean in this context, in this moment, when there's a white man throwing his hand out going like this? Now, what does it mean? Zephaniah 2 and 1.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
You read the manifesto. You seen Donald Trump. They trying to get rid of birthright citizenship. You seen this Nazi salute. I mean, does it not hit different? Gather yourself together. We said the prophets envisioned this moment and didn't get to see it. Gather yourself together. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is how we get the kingdom. This is it. Us coming together. That is brotherhood that they died for and risked their lives for. Well, for us to be in this moment. You know what I'm saying? Gather yourselves together. One more time.
Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together,
Yep.
O nation not desired.
Keep going.
Verse 2.
That's it. Let's keep going. That's that precept. Give me Revelation. No, we ain't gonna do Revelations 18 and 4. We know that one. Come out of her, my people. If you are not with me, you're against me. That's what Christ said. Paraphrasing that as well. Like, there's only one body. We gathering together in one body for this mission. Give me 2 Ezra 7 and 7. I think I'm gonna end on this one. Where we at? Ooh, wait, damn, the time be rolling, man. It's about 7:24. I mean 9:24.
That's 7 and 7.
Yeah, 2 Ezra 7 and 7. This is a cold precept right here.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 7, verse 7. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall.
Right. So this is Ezra, and he's getting this vision from the angel. He's talking to the angel. The angel is telling him that this is an entrance to this city. Let me see. Go to verse 6.
Come, verse 6. There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things.
Right. What is that city?
So it starts with the kingdom.
Go ahead. You're right. Right. This is a city. It's a broad field. It's like when they say in was it Revelations 20, 21 or 22? where it says you see Jerusalem coming down. You're saying this city is black people over there, it's Latinos over there, it's like it's glorious, you know what I'm saying? How do we get there? You know, Tupac Audience, heaven got a ghetto. Like, we've been dreaming about getting to somewhere where we can just have peace and be black. You know what I'm saying? Like, can I drink hen in peace? I don't want to drink hen for peace. I want to drink hen in peace. It's a difference. I got to drink the bottle to go to sleep and to escape the hell I'm living. I should be able to drink the bottle just to enjoy the heaven I'm living in. You know what I'm saying? This is the city that they envisioning, and how do you? It's a narrow though to get there. Keep going.
Verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
The entrance thereof is narrow
Mm-hmm.
and is set in a dangerous place to fall.
Good night.
Like as if there were a fire on the right hand
Mm-hmm.
and on the left a deep water.
Right. So it's like one of the Mario pathways, right? Or a tightrope. You walking down a tightrope. One side is water. If you go, you're gonna drown. The other side is fire. You gotta stay on this pathway. If you fall off of it to the left or to the right, it's over. What does that mean? That means one person at a time, too. Endure to the end. Work out your own salvation. All these precepts. Like, you can only go into this thing one at a time, single file. It ain't gonna be a big rush together. You gotta fall in line and move that way. Get in all black, shut your mouth, become a trooper, become a 50, become whatever. Not saying the ranks is getting you closer to the kingdom, but it's like you're moving down the line. You're following the men above you down this path, down this road, following Christ to get to this city. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 8. And the only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once.
I guess I got a little bit ahead, knowing the precept, but yeah, let's keep going.
Verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance,
Mm-hmm.
if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?
Well, go ahead, Mawakan. What's that mean?
Well, sluggish, sir. Saying if we don't go through this danger that's set before us, how else are we going to gain the inheritance of the kingdom?
Yeah. If this city were now given unto a man for inheritance, this just handed to us like how you give the riches to a spoiled brat. It's not the same as somebody that worked to get it. We'll piss off the kingdom too. Like, we gotta come in there bleeding, and not saying that I'm met spiritually. Like, we done crawled into this kingdom, like Captain Kai said in the song. I crawled on that effing porch. Like, he was talking about the school they had in DC, like his life, whatever was going on, because that's how I felt when I came in the truth. I felt like I crawled in this thing because my life was destroyed. One day I'm over here counting this money. I'm like, good night. I've never seen as much money in my life. Next thing you know, I don't got nothing. I'm living in a car. I'm like, man, what the hell is that? I gotta call these brothers. These curses is hitting me. I've been watching so much UBK tapes, and they keep telling me that we under these curses. The more and more I keep going further in the world, the more like my life gets destroyed. I must have, this is my calling. I have no other choice. If I do anything else, he's gonna kill me. Because I have no reason to live other than to serve him. This is what my life was made for. I don't have any other options but to do this. You know what I mean? Go ahead up.
If I may, sir, this context I get suffer.
Go ahead.
If you're not gonna suffer, if you're not willing to suffer to go through,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? So like, if I may, sir.
Please.
If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't suffer for it,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta go through something. You gotta work for it. You gotta put
Right.
your work in. You got what they used to say. You got a blood, sweat, and tears.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you don't put blood, sweat, his blood, sweat, and tears for this, how shall he receive the inheritance?
Yeah, I'm right.
Like,
That's it right there. It's like those kids that get those stuff passed down to them, they blow the inheritance. But somebody that worked for it fights to keep it. It's the same with the kingdom. Like we went through hell and high water to gain the kingdom, then we're gonna cherish keeping it. As opposed to that's what you see with the oppressor. They didn't really earn this, so they are destroying it. That's what they're doing. They're running up the economy. They got this fake fiat money, and they blowing the bag. They're like, we're gonna have a party until it blow up. Go ahead, Art.
Very similar to what Commander Johanna brought out in a class this Sunday, where he was talking about things gained through vanity. It was just like if you gain anything outside of a righteousness ordained by the Most High, then you gain it for a vain purpose.
Right. Get out of here. Get from and all right, let's keep going. We at the end.
Verse 10.
Right.
And I said, it is so, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion.
Whose is it?
Is Israel's portion.
Right. This is our portion of the kingdom. Keep going.
Verse 11. Because for their sakes I made the world.
Ooh, that's another good one for camp. You know what I'm saying? This is for our sake. He made the world for us. He didn't just say it one time. This is multiple times. This is what this world was made for us. Keep going.
And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done.
Right. That when we fell, this is what happened. This is how we got here. And that's what I'm saying. The world really is a beautiful place. Like it really is paradise. If we was able to travel to islands and just live and, exist and just go to places, you know what I'm saying? Like for life, that would be amazing. This place is a very beautiful earth. Isn't that crazy though? I really think about that. Like the nature, you go into the hills, you go and see waterfalls, you see the ocean, you see anything that's beautiful on earth, the Grand Canyon, whatever it is that you see, we don't see that every day. We live in the concrete jungle looking at dope needles on the ground. You know what I mean? Like, why of all the places on earth, we got to stay in disgusting cities? You know what I'm saying? Like San Francisco, like this feces on the ground. Like, why are we here? This is really paradise on earth, but we have to stay in the ghetto in the disgusting places, man. But we fell out from that gloriousness of the earth because of Adam's sin. You see what I'm saying? Let's keep going on for time's sake.
Come. Verse 12. Then were the entrances of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful.
Right. So now the entrances to the kingdom of heaven became very narrow. Before it was wide, it was open. This was just how we were living, existing in the garden in our glory. And now this path has been so hard to get back to because of our lack of value in it at that point in time. Let's keep going.
Verse 13.
And if I may, if somebody brings in all this wickedness of the earth into the kingdom, it'll just be like defiling it, basically.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he has to cleanse and narrow. We became wide as the gate to destruction and pathway. So that's somebody on heroin and somebody that smoke weed. That's somebody that got an OnlyFans and is a prostitute. Like all of them are destroyed. This person is a Muslim and this person sell heroin. They all are destroyed. The Christian is over here molesting children, and somebody over here is doing whatever type of sin, committing adultery with somebody. Like all those things are happening. We can't let none of you niggas in this city. This city is a pure city, so it's got to be narrow on there to get down this pathway. Make sense? Let's keep going.
Verse 13. For the entrances of the elder world were wide and sure, and brought immortal fruit. Verse 14. If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them.
Right, that's what Uraga Bar was just saying. Like, you don't work for it, you're not going to appreciate it, and you can't really get here. Now you got to work. It was handed to you, you didn't appreciate it. Now you got to work to get it. Keep going.
Now therefore, why disquietest thou thyself? Thou thyself, seeing thou art but a corruptible man?
Mm-hmm.
And why art thou moved, whereas thou art but mortal?
So then that's this right here, Hakeem. That's like, man, this thing, brightness. That is, read that one more time. I'm gonna break this down real quick.
Now therefore,
Mm-hmm.
why disquietest thou thyself, seeing thou art but a corruptible man?
Like, okay, you gotta work right now, right? We coming to the school, we got work to do. We need to get this stuff done because we're working towards the kingdom. When we know we shouldn't be able to get into the kingdom, we deserve death for all the things that we've done. But now we don't want to work for the righteousness. Does that make sense? I don't know about it. It's like, in order for the school, maybe just make it in this term. Imagine how to sleep on the floor in a basement in order for us to have the UPK. But I don't want to do the same thing for someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make sense. It's like you want the kingdom, but you don't want to work to get it. But you're the reason why you got to work to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you so dope. You don't want to fix that? Quran, y'all always say that. Get that brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? That's a righteous spirit to say that. Like, I helped destroy Oakland. I have to help fix Oakland. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you help turn women to whores. Maybe I should help whores turn into women. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sold people drugs. Maybe you should help people get off of drugs. That's how you get in the kingdom of heaven. Makes sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not too complicated. But then how do you give up on that when you're literally fixing the things that you did to get out of the kingdom? So you got to reverse it and go back the other way to get into it. That's what he's saying right here. Read it one more time. Why are you going to say something about this when, you know what I mean? I see, brothers. Let's close it out, man. This is it.
Verse 15. Now therefore, why disquietest thou thyself?
Right.
Thou thyself, seeing thou art but a corruptible man.
Mm-hmm.
And why art thou moved, whereas thou art but mortal?
Mm-hmm.
Verse 16. Why hast thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is to come, rather than that which is present?
All right. Well, yeah, we're gonna hold it off on that. But you go further down in these things, and it just that's the spirit of this, man. Though it's just like, all right, once again, same thing last week. Let's just keep it doing. Let's keep it going. Water for y'all for coming. You understand? Man, these lights. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna go ahead. Go ahead, Doc. Please, yeah.
So like before we close out, I want to say, being in the truth is amazing. I actually was able to see General Mahiner prophesied
Mm-hmm.
something that came to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, me being in the truth, a little small time. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I came in, there was a lot of school shootings. There was a lot of devils doing school shootings.
Right.
General Mahiner said that there's going to be some black kids who's going to repeat what they're doing.
Right.
For whatever reason.
I remember him saying that. Yep.
And lo and behold, in Tennessee, when I'm saying, a young black boy shot up the school, and they blasted him on the news right away. They showed his picture, they showed his face, they put them all out there. But I'm just saying that to say that those who think that this is not the home of the truth, they better wake up. That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm right. That's a glorious way there in that class. Not falling for the trap, Doc. You ain't gonna get me talking again. Because I'll go we'll be here till 1 a.m. So the water, but that was heavy words, you know what I'm saying? Most High Christ for that. All right. I'm trying to have some mercy on y'all brothers. I love this, man. All right. Shalom, y'all. Shalom, shalom. Thumb to all the brothers online. Yahweh Shalom, Dhamma Shalom, shout out all sisters online.